Is there anything that you care about a lot that has never changed? Think about that for a second. It's kind of difficult, isn't it? Because we're changing all the time as people. Like all the time. I remember when I was young, I used to play with my G.I. Joes. And it was so fun. But then that changed. I remember when I was in high school, I used to play football, time of my life. Then that changed. And then I was a missionary in Berlin. And I walked the cobblestone streets and enjoyed everything there. And that changed as well. Fun fact about me is I hate change. I absolutely hate it. And through these years of going through so much change, I actually learned how to fight the enemy known as change with this device. My iPod Classic. This thing is awesome. It has 160 gigabytes of storage. I have over 6,000 songs on this thing, and I'd like to say that a lot of them were downloaded honestly, but that'd be a lie. I have over 5 movies on here, and 2 seasons of one season of The Big Bang Theory, and the first season of Chuck. I love this thing. But this whole device is not the reason or the weapon that fights change. It's a part of it that I would like to talk about with you today. But in order to do so, we need to go back in time to little McKay listening to a CD player. I love music. Listen to Space Jam on repeat on my CD player. Then I moved to MP3 players. My brothers and I, we all had one. And then I remember the first day my brothers got iPods. My dad would special order them on Apple and would have something inscripted on the back. For my brother Ethan, for example, his said Turkey Leg Jones. That was his childhood nickname. My dad was like, hey, Turkey Leg Jones, stuff up his head. That was my brother's. And for my brother Sam, it said, The Chosen One. My brother loved Harry Potter. My dad would be like, Chosen One. And would just rub it. My dad was weird. But he really did that. And that made us so happy. And so I was so excited to get my first iPod. I remember it was Christmas morning. I saw the iPod-shaped box. And I went up to that thing, opened it up, and I knew what happened with my brother's iPods. And so the first thing I did when I opened it, I didn't check the features. I mainly switched it over, and there was my name. There it is. Buddy. That is my childhood nickname. My dad would call me his little buddy. I love that. And all of a sudden, when I got this iPod, it was not a simple device anymore that I could just watch movies and listen to music. Part of my father's soul is now with this iPod. When I was little, I was bullied quite severely. I was overweight, and I wasn't very athletic, and no one wanted to be my friend. And so I would go home, and I'd put my earbuds in, sit on my bed, and cry. And my iPod was there. But then as I switched it over, I saw the word buddy. I thought of my father. I remembered that he loved me and that he would always be there for me. And so I went upstairs and I talked with my father and he comforted me. About a year ago, I was in a serious relationship. I was in love with this girl and I wanted to marry her. But one night I was in the rain and she told me that she'd been praying and that I wasn't the guy for her. And that she wanted to be with someone else. And just like a chick flick, I stood there in the rain, bawled my eyes out, went inside my house, cried even more, grabbed my comfort device, put in my earbuds, and just listened to my music. Then I turned my iPod over and I saw the word buddy. I remembered it was my father. I called him immediately, and he was there for me. He comforted me. Remember that question I asked you earlier? What has been always there for you that never will change? For me, the answer is love, and especially my father's love. It's never going to go away. This device means so much to me, not just because of the 6,000 songs on here, but that one word, buddy. What is never going to change in your life that is important to you?